So we're reading Guess How Much I Love You, your all-around library. So this is pretty cool. So let's read. Which book we're going to read first? Summer, yeah. Little Nut Brown Hare and Big Nut Brown Hare were down by the river on a summer's day. On a summer's day, there were colors everywhere. Which blue do you like best? Asked Little Nut Brown Hare. Big Nut Brown Hare did not know. There were so many lovely blues. Maybe I'd thank the sky, he said. Big Nut Brown Hare looked across the river and the tadpoles this one says, staying in the breeze. Which green do you like best? He asked. Little Nut Brown Hare began to think, but he didn't really know. So many lovely things were green. How it was Little Nut Brown Hare's turn to pick a color. He spotted a lady and some puppies. Red, he asked. Big Nut Brown Hare thought about red, but chose just one. I think those birds, said. Big Nut Brown Hare nibbled a leaf, a dandelion leaf. Which yellow do you like best? There were many yellows. Little Nut Brown Hare saw some yellows, but see about. He chose maybe those flowers, he said. Little Nut Brown Hare began to smile and smile. And Big Nut Brown Hare and said, which blue do you like best? Which brown do you like best? And Big Nut Brown Hare smiled too. There were so many lovely browns, but one was the best of all, nut brown. The end. Second story, spring. Let's move this one. Go to spring. Little Nut Brown Hare and Big Nut Brown Hare went hopping in the spring. Spring is when things start growing. After winter, they saw a tiny acorn growing. Someday, it will be a tree, said Big Nut Brown Hare. A big, big tree. Oh, a mighty tree, said Big Nut Brown Hare. Little Nut Brown Hare spotted a tadpole in a pool. It was a tiny tadpole, as hungry as could be. It will grow up to be a frog, said Big Nut Brown Hare. Like that frog over there. Just the same. That's one, said Big Nut Brown Hare. A heavy caterpillar slowly chose the path in front of them. Then and searched for one day soon they changed into a butterfly, said Big Nut Brown Hare. And they found the bird's nest among the rushes. It was full of eggs. A bird, a big bird. It will grow up, bird, said Big Nut Brown Hare. Does nothing stay the same? Thought Little Nut Brown Hare. Does everything change? Then he began to laugh. What does a little nut brown hare like me turn into? He said. Big Nut Brown Hare began to think and think. Goodness me! Did he know the answer? Yes. A big nut brown hare like me. So that's the end. Put that done pile over there. So next story we're going to read, Winter. Oh boy, I never read this one yet. Little Nut Brown Hare and Big Nut Brown Hare went out into a winter snow. They played I Spy the Hut, thought the snow, looked around until he saw something. Listening, I spy something that belongs to a tree, he said. Big Nut Brown Hare did some thinking about trees. Could it be a leaf? It was the right answer. Now it was a Big Nut Brown Hare's turn. He looked around him. I spy something that belongs to a spider. A web, said Little Nut Brown Hare. Yes, a web, answered Little. I spy something that belongs to a bird, said Little Nut Brown Hare. A Big Nut Brown Hare thought about birds for a while. Then he said, could it be a feather? Yes, it was a feather. This time, said Big Nut Brown Hare, I spied something that belongs to a river and it's wet, wet, wet. Water! Cried Little Nut Brown Hare. Water was the answer. Little Nut Brown Hare began to laugh. As a laugh got a good one. He thought, I spy something that belongs to me. Big Nut Brown Hare was puzzled. Can I have a clue? Said, it's only there when the sun comes out. Your shadow, said Big Nut Brown Hare. Then Big Nut Brown Hare said, I spy something that belongs to me. It's not a shadow. This is a really tricky one. Little Nut Brown Hair did some thinking, and then he said, "Can I have a clue?" Little Nut Brown Hair is my most favorite thing. It can hop me. The end. Put that in the done pile. But the last book, Fall. And it's so cool. Little Nut Brown Hair and Big Nut Brown Hair went out into the autumn wind. On a windy day, the leaves were blowing. They chased after fallen leaves until Big Nut Brown Hair could chase no more. "He have to rest," he said. Then Big Nut Brown Hair, a big brown box, came rolling by blowing by the autumn wind. Little Nut Brown Hair caught up with the box. Up with the box when it got stuck in the bush. What a fine big box. It was great for jumping over, jumping in, and jumping in. Big Nut Brown Hair was relaxing under the when a box appeared. Found of him a box, a big brown box. "I give a hop, possibly still. I'm a box monster," shouted the box. "Goodness me!" Big Nut Brown Hair blinked his eyes and wondered if he was dreaming for his head. Never heard of a box monster before. Then the box, or the monster, or maybe the box monster. "Here I come!" roared the box, hopping the biggest hop yet. And Big Nut Brown jumped, blinked in the tree. "I wonder," said I. "Run away," said Big Nut Brown Hair. "No!" shouted the box, which surely, and there was Little Nut Brown Hair. He could hardly stop laughing. "You're not a monster," said Big Nut Brown Hair. But guess what? What? "I'm the big nut brown monster, and I'm coming to get you." So he did. The end. So that was the last story. Put it in the done pile. Good stories. Bye-bye.